My dear Muslim friends, Islam is a load of fantasy ideas. Nothing about Islam is a historical fact. Mecca could not have existed. Number one, the entire idea of idolatry.
Joseph was Jesus' father.
Excuse me, sir. That's fine. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Jesus' father.
The entire idea of idolatry in Mecca is another deluded story, because all available archaeological evidence tells us for at least 2 centuries, and in some cases 5 centuries before, when Muhammad is supposed to have arrived, there was nothing idolatrous in Arabia. It was already a place with monotheism, and monotheism alone, when you depend on archaeological evidence, when you depend on fantasy ideas, you could come up with any Mickey Mouse anywhere. Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Donald Ducks, all sorts of things you could have. But when you go with evidence, no Mecca, no idolatry in Mecca, no hijrah. You can look at all available rock inscriptions from the 7th century. None of them date Islam, what are supposed to be Islamic events, based on a hijrah. Although any Muslim today would use a calendar based on hijrah, none of the archaeology from the 7th century uses hijrah. So hijrah is again a Mickey Mouse idea. A covenant.
I have knowledge from God.
I can see that.
God have told me.
A covenant.
God have told me fire.
A covenant in Medina.
For you. I am the Messiah.
A covenant in Medina. Another delusion. My dear friends. So
Jesus' father.
Islam is
Jacob is Jesus' father.
Islam is out and out a Mickey Mouse story. Harry Potter story. What's that? Who wrote? Well, you tell me who wrote it.
God did.
How do you know God did this? How can God mess up so big time?
If I could explain to you why God wrote it.
Please explain. Please come here. Please explain.
The Quran is the word of Allah.
Yeah, please come here. Explain.
I can't describe it to you.
Please, please.
I can't explain to you why.
Yeah, please.
Why it's God's word.
Yeah, please.
No, it will only result in an argument.
Which is what we're doing. We're discussing.
We'll have a conclusion.
In other words, there is no way to prove this is from God.
And there's no way to prove that it's something else.
Well, I've given you facts right now. Mecca did not exist. Hijrah did not exist. Idolatry in Mecca did not exist. All sorts of other details could not have existed in relation to Islam.
What about Hubal?
What about Hubal?
Hubal.
What about Hubal?
Did he not exist?
Is there a reference to Hubal here in relation to Muhammad interacting with Hubal?
Hubal is mentioned in the Quran.
Did Muhammad relate to Hubal in the Quran?
What do you mean?
Did Muhammad face Hubal in the Quran?
No, but it's mentioned in the Quran.
If he did not
Bible is
face,
lie. Torah is lie.
my dear friend,
Stop attacking Quran.
listen to me carefully.
You're a liar,
Listen to me
liar,
carefully,
liar.
please.
You say Quran's a lie
Did
anyway.
Muhammad relate to any idol of any sort
He
in the
didn't
Quran?
relate to the idol.
How could he? No, wait a second. Muhammad dealing with idolatry in Mecca is a central point in Islam, Islamic history. Yet there is no reference whatsoever in the Quran of Muhammad relating to a classical idol. None whatsoever. What does this tell you?
There's a possibility it wasn't real. But
That no. Wait a second.
it is not a main central immense message of Islam.
Do you think, is there any reference
Joseph
that Muhammad
is Jesus'
related to a
father.
classical idol in the Quran?
Is Jesus' father.
Nothing.
Joseph
There is no reference, my dear friends, that Muhammad related to a class, what we would normally call an idol. No reference whatsoever.
He's not an idol.
Such a central thing in Islam is non-existent in the
It's not a
Quran.
central thing.
You know what that tells me?
It's not a central thing.
You know what that tells
What
me?
does that tell you?
It tells me this is one more evidence for the fact that the Islam that you follow today is a Harry Potter story. Even the Quran doesn't support it.
I can take an oath. You have not read every single word of that book.
I have just done. I've just done the third round doing that
You finished the whole thing.
thrice.
Alright, so how does that make you even believe that it's a central part of Islam when it's like mentioned once in the whole book?
So you don't think idolatry in Mecca is a central part of Islam?
Focusing on that? No.
Islamic history.
It tells you the first
Islamic history.
most important thing is to believe in one God.
Why did Muhammad
worship an idol.
why did Muhammad get into trouble with Meccan Arabs?
Because of all the situation, all the
Which situation?
all the
It's
15
because of
beliefs.
religion.
situation?
A lot of people
You
were
tell
not
lies, lies,
situation?
lies.
Which means they've had what?
monotheists.
What did they
Tell
have?
lies.
They had idols. And that's
Good. So Muhammad,
Jacob is Jesus' fuck.
excuse me, sir. You need to have your drugs, please. Contact your next of kin,
Jesus.
please. Now,
Hospital is that way.
Muhammad relating to
Jacob is Jesus'
Idols.
father.
idols in Mecca is a
Jacob is
central
Jesus'
point in
father.
Islamic
Have a
history.
lie detector on, you know.
It's not my belief, it's a fact.
Jacob is
If Sunni
Jesus'
Islam is
father.
right, Muhammad should have related to idols.
Jacob is
But that doesn't
Jesus'
exist in the Quran.
father.
it's the right message. That is not the right message. To worship the idol is not the right message. God did not tell you to worship any idols.
No, listen to me
The whole
carefully.
history of it
Listen to
is
me
not
carefully.
important.
Listen to me carefully. The Quran refers to
The idol.
whoever wrote this interacting with idolatrous people,
Okay?
but no reference to a particular idol.
3 goddesses are mentioned
Where?
in the Quran.
As a contemporary event?
Christian married
No, the
3-year-old
3 goddesses
girl.
are mentioned.
As a
Jews
I know,
married
about them, yes?
3-year-old girl.
I know.
Yeah.
3 daughters of Allah are mentioned in the Quran, but not as a contemporary event.
Yeah, but
There is no reference to the
told
3
them?
goddesses.
Are they aware?
Let me finish.
Yeah.
There
You
is
tell
no.
lies.
Excuse me, sir.
You tell lies.
There is no references to the 3
Christianity is
goddesses
lies.
as.
Judaism is lie.
Sure. There is no reference to the 3 goddesses as goddesses worshipped in Arabia during the time of Muhammad. No reference.
and you believe there are goddesses, right?
I believe in Arabia, in Arabian idolatry, about 2 centuries before Muhammad is supposed to have arrived, there was this idolatry, not during the time of Muhammad.
So where did it go?
Well, history tells us they went away from Arabian Peninsula.
And who was there? No one? They were
Monotheists.
monotheists from Jesus.
Christian killed 3-year-old babies.
Archaeological artifacts tell us.
Jews killed.
Seems like the monotheism in
3-year-old
Arabia.
Babies.
Excuse me, sir, please.
You tell lies.
It seems like the monotheism that was in existence in
He
Arabia
tells lies, lies.
when Muhammad is supposed to have arrived was Christian inspired. Archaeology tells us that.
Yes.
That is from archaeology.
Yes, and it
Now
teaches
coming
one
to you, the simple question I asked was,
Yes.
there is no reference. Do you know if there is any reference to Mecca in relation to Muhammad coming from there in the Quran?
I'm not sure. No.
There is none.
Yeah.
There is only one place where the word Mecca is used, and that is in relation to a battle which was fought,
Yes.
not as the native place of Muhammad.
Yeah, I understand that, but
Do you know how many references are there to the person called Muhammad in this book?
Muhammad, this whole chapter.
Yeah. How many references are there to him? How many times?
I'm back.
You're back. I'm back. Did you find any evidence?
I'm back.
Did the prayer help you?
So now-
Did the prayer help you? Any evidence for Mecca?
So now I'm
Because
asking.
he's going to use
Any
you
evidence for Mecca?
as evidence because he's filming all
You,
of this,
sir,
yeah?
any evidence for Mecca in the 7th century or before?
Don't stick that in my face.
Any evidence for
Don't
Mecca?
stick that in my face.
No, I'm not
Don't
checking on
stick
you.
that in my face.
Yeah, okay, this is my
brother,
space.
my brother.
Any evidence for
Walk away.
Mecca?
Seriously.
Any evidence for Mecca
Seriously,
before
walk
Islam?
away. Seriously, walk away. Yeah? Walk
He
away.
doesn't like you using your brain. Do you think you can use your
If
brain?
you don't listen to other people, you'll never learn. Of course.
Good. Tell him again. Tell this gentleman again.
Didn't I let us- Yeah?
Understand? If someone talks to you,
Hey, now he is.
Yeah, this is a liar.
No, see that can. If you call him,
This is a
if
pure
you're saying
liar.
he's trying to deceive you,
This is a pure liar.
then you're doing everything wrong. It's Satan that's trying to deceive you, not him. He's not trying to deceive you.
Okay, well.
Good.
carry
Thank you
on.
very much.
Yeah?
You can move on. You can. Thank you.
Yeah?
Good advice, but useless. Please move on.
You carry
Thank you.
on. See, listen to him.
He's not going to move on,
Listen to
can
him.
he?
Listen to the way he's going on.
I'm trying to understand this point of view. So
What's there to understand? The only thing that you need to understand is La ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lah.
Do you think
And
there is-
this guy is a liar?
You think there is nothing else to
Because-
understand in this world?
because
Yeah,
everything
that's
that's
all you need
important
to
inside the world,
understand in this
Christian,
world.
My dear friend.
everything that's important.
My dear friend.
God doesn't talk
What's
about
your name?
rabbits
What's
in
your
the,
name?
in the Quran.
What's your name?
Muhammad.
Mohammed. Let me put it this way, very clearly. I am a Christian. Yeah.
And a liar.
You're a Christian.
Both.
And a pure
I
liar.
am.
Amazing.
I am. Both.
And a pure liar.
Both Christianity and
This
Islam
guy, his name's
cannot
Arul.
be.
Go watch his videos.
Cannot be.
Go watch his videos before you talk
Excuse me,
about
sir.
it. And you'll see
If
it
you're
kind of
desperate, please
I
move
will
on.
after this, but
Yeah?
you're a Christian, you say.
After-
You're
after-
a Christian.
But
Wait, do you
one
believe in
second.
the New Testament only?
One second,
right?
one second, please, one second.
Go ahead.
Clearly, Christianity and Islam cannot be both true at the same time.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Christianity is a lie.
And therefore,
I don't agree with
it is. But you can clarify why you
Wait,
don't
listen.
agree.
Do
You can
Do you
clarify.
believe in the scriptures of Moses?
In
Do you?
2 minutes.
Do you believe in Moses?
Please clarify in 2 minutes. Let me finish my point and then you
Okay,
clarify.
go ahead. Explain that to
Yeah,
me.
please.
Explain
I'll finish my point, one full point, and then you clarify.
Okay,
What
go
are the
ahead. Go ahead.
clarify-
I'll give you all the time.
I genuinely think when you go to the details, Christianity and Islam cannot both be true at the same time. Cannot both be true at the same time. And this is where, Muhammad, it is very important for us both to exchange information to find out which one of us is true, which one of us is right.
Okay.
And that is where evidence matters. Merely repeating our belief statements won't help. I can repeat my belief statements. You can
I'm back
repeat your
now.
belief statements.
Wait, brother,
Won't
wait.
help.
Just one-
I'm back.
We need to
one
find
minute.
out. We need to find out
Wait.
based on evidence who is right. You see what I'm saying? This is where evidence matters, and that is why I'm asking you the question: is there evidence for the fact of Mecca existing?
Just ask, brother.
Is there evidence for the fact?
Brother, don't waste your time. I
Is
just
there-
answered to him.
Is
Yeah.
I
there
already
evidence?
answered. He's
Switch
repeating
topic.
same.
Talking about
No,
Christianity and
about
Islam
the
being one.
existence of Mecca.
Yeah, you
He's
changed
asking
the
you.
word
He's repeating same
Is
question.
Yeah.
Just
So
ignore
I'm
it.
asking for evidence
So now,
with this.
now I'm asking evidence. He used archaeology as
Don't
archaeology.
touch me. Siraj,
so
don't touch
I
me.
want to add
Don't touch
the
me, sir.
proof of existence
Cool,
of
thank you.
Prophet
Thank you very
Moses
much.
from
Now-
archaeology.
Now his
Can you
prayer
show
is
me?
working a little bit.
No, can you show me?
Muhammad, you
Wait,
ask me.
wait, brother, just
Please
listen.
don't touch me. Please don't touch me.
Just walk away, please. Oh, listen.
Just walk away.
Listen
yeah?
what I'm talking.
Would you?
what I'm asking.
Do you think you can't use
No,
your brain?
We were talking before I went to prayer. I went to pray, then I came back.
Why
So
does he
now-
want you to move on?
I answered that question. Now I'm asking him same question.
Now you-
I want him to show me from archaeology story about the existence of Moses.
Sure. Please don't touch me. Please
Show
don't
me.
touch me.
It's
Please.
not there.
Please
so
don't touch
according
me.
to him,
Now,
Moses,
Muhammad,
his logic.
you
according
said you
to
have
his
a question
logic,
about me.
Moses doesn't exist.
You had a question.
Brother,
Yeah, sure.
Please.
He's going to try Arabic. Please don't give in. Please don't
No,
give in.
but I'm talking about your Christianity.